Have you ever wondered about the peculiarities hidden within the folds of World War I's history? Imagine the untold stories, the unusual events that occurred beyond the trenches and battlefields. Well, buckle up as we dive into the lesser-known facts about the Great War. Fact number 1. World War I caused the invention of plastic surgery. The war's unfathomable degree of brutality led to injuries hitherto unseen in the medical world. Traditional treatment methods fell short, necessitating the development of innovative surgical techniques. Among these was plastic surgery, a field born out of the desperate need to reconstruct shattered faces and broken bodies. Surgeons began to experiment with new procedures, gradually paving the way for what we now recognize as modern plastic surgery. So, World War I, in a strange way, paved the path for modern cosmetic surgery. Moving on to fact number 2, the longest attack in the war lasted for 7 days and 7 nights. This grueling ordeal took place during the Battle of Verdun, a relentless confrontation that tested the endurance of every soldier involved. The conditions were extremely harsh, with constant bombardment and little respite for the weary fighters. This week-long assault remains one of the most prolonged military engagements in history. Fact number 3, did you know that a fake Paris was built? Yes, you heard it right. During World War I, the French, in a bid to outwit German pilots, constructed a decoy city. This mock Paris, situated on the city's outskirts, was complete with a replica of the iconic Champs-Élysées and a phony train station. The idea was to confuse German pilots into thinking they were bombing the real Paris, thus saving the capital from destruction. Ingenious, right? The decoy was never used, as the war ended before its completion. Quite an elaborate ruse, wouldn't you agree? Fact number 4, pigeons played a crucial role in the war. In an era before modern communication technology, carrier pigeons were the unsung heroes. These feathered couriers were used to relay vital messages across the battlefields. With an impressive success rate, their speed, reliability, and navigational skills made them indispensable. Some pigeons even received medals for their wartime service. Quite a feat for our feathered friends, isn't it? Fact number 5, World War I saw the first use of tanks. That's right, the bulky, rumbling machines we know today as tanks made their debut in this global conflict. While they were initially slow and cumbersome, these metal beasts quickly revolutionized warfare. For the first time, troops had a way to traverse the treacherous no-man's land between trenches, shrugging off machine gun fire that would decimate infantry. These armored vehicles, with their ability to cross difficult terrain and provide mobile firepower, dramatically shifted the balance of power on the battlefield. Thus, the war marked a new era in armored warfare. Fact number 6, most soldiers didn't die from wounds in battle. Instead, disease and infection claimed more lives. Trenches were breeding grounds for illness, exacerbated by close quarters, poor hygiene, and lack of medical knowledge. Soldiers often fell victim to ailments such as trench foot, influenza, and typhus. This was a time before antibiotics and even minor injuries could turn septic and lethal. A grim reminder of the unsanitary conditions soldiers had to endure. Fact number 7, the war inspired the creation of wristwatches. In the thick of battle, timing was everything. World War I was a war of trenches and synchronized attacks. Soldiers needed to know the exact time to coordinate their assaults, and pocket watches just wouldn't cut it. That's when wristwatches, previously considered a fashion faux pas for men, came into the picture. They were practical, efficient, and could be checked with a quick flick of the wrist. This need for precise timing in the trenches led to the popularization of wristwatches, and they've been a staple ever since. So every time you glance at your wristwatch, remember its historical significance. Fact number 8, Christmas brought a momentary truce in 1914. In the midst of the chaos and carnage of World War I, there was a brief shining moment of peace. The Christmas truce saw soldiers on both sides lay down their arms, sing carols, and even exchange gifts. For a fleeting moment, camaraderie replaced conflict. A heartwarming moment amidst the horrors of war. Fact number 9, World War I sparked the invention of daylight saving time. To conserve fuel during this grim period, countries introduced daylight saving time. This ingenious idea meant less artificial light was needed, saving valuable resources for the war effort. An interesting solution to a wartime problem, don't you think? Finally, fact number 10, the war ended at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. The signing of the Armistice marked the end of World War I. This moment is still commemorated today as Armistice Day or Veterans Day in many nations, a poignant reminder of the war's end. A poignant ending to a devastating war. So there you have it. 10 intriguing facts about World War I. From the birth of plastic surgery to the creation of a fake Paris, the Great War was indeed a time of grim innovation and unexpected humanity.